Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon 2019 anime episode review. This time I'm talking about episode 18, so let's get to it. The episode starts with Ash, who decides to finally participate in the Pokemon World Championship. In episode 13, he promised to battle his way up to Leon so that he can challenge him again, and in this episode Ash finally begins his rise through the ranks. Ash checks his phone to see that there are 10,000 participants in the championship currently. As Ash and Go get hyped talking about the championship, Raboot is seen off to the side looking all cool with his eyes closed, like it doesn't care about what's going on, but Raboot does open one eye to look at Ash and Go. Raboot is clearly interested even if it doesn't appear to be. And speaking of Pokemon that are off to the side but interested, I love that Gengar is just floating around keeping tabs on everything that's going on. Gengar also gets fired up alongside Ash. To rise through the ranks faster, Ash decides to battle an opponent that has a higher rank than him, so he searches for one such opponent nearby. He finds one named Visquez, whose rank is 2109. Visquez turns out to be the substitute gym leader of the Vermillion Gym. Ash wonders why, if the gym leader of Vermillion Gym is good old Lieutenant Surge, and Professor Sakuragi tells Ash that Lieutenant Surge is out training to improve his mastery over electric types. So, Visquez is the substitute leader in his absence. It's funny that when I saw Pikachu vs. Raichu in the preview for this episode, I immediately thought of Lieutenant Surge, but I did not think too deeply about it, and it turns out that there is a connection to Lieutenant Surge in this episode. The preview did show the Vermilion Gym logo, but I only realized that after watching the episode. Professor Sakuragi tells Ash that Visquez is quite the formidable opponent as well. Go asks Ash if he should really start with such a high bar, and Raboot once again opens one eye in interest. Raboot is clearly more interested in battling now after its evolution, which led me to thinking of a new theory, but I will refrain from talking about it until there is more proof. Ash says that he is now really fired up. Gengar and Pikachu also jump up in excitement. So, Ash and Go head to Vermillion Gym. On the way there, Go asks Ash if he has the Vermillion Gym badge. Ash says that he does have it, that it was his third badge, and that he received it from Lieutenant Surge after battling his Raichu. There is then a small segment that explains what gyms are. You can see the silhouettes of the Kanto gym leaders, and you can also see their respective badges. After this, a wild Spearow appears, which causes Go to chase after it so that he can catch it, and Ash ends up going ahead on his own. The episode then cuts to the gym itself, and we see Visquez battling a challenger. She proceeds to wreck the challenger's Hypno with her Raichu. After the battle, she does some training by lifting weights alongside her Raichu, who was also lifting weights with its tail. It's definitely Lieutenant Surge's gym with all the muscles. Visquez even mentions that her Raichu was trained by Lieutenant Surge himself, which explains why it's so physically imposing. The guys at the gym tell Visquez that there are no more challengers for the day, so Visquez compliments Raichu because it fought well throughout the whole day. But Raichu flexes, indicating that it's still eager for more action. So Visquez says that it would be great if a trainer participating in the Pokemon World Championship would show up right there and then, and Ash shows up just in time to fulfill her wish. Ash introduces himself, and it turns out Visquez knows about Ash because Lieutenant Surge told her about the trainer from Pallet Town that defeated his Raichu with a Pikachu. They show brief scenes of the moment with the art style of the new series, and I have to say it did bring some nostalgic feelings. I love how Raichu looks at Pikachu and then it starts doing push-ups and then it flexes like, can you even lift, bro? I can do this all day. Go arrives just in time to witness the battle after catching his new Spearow. Ash tells Visquez that this will be his first championship match, and Visquez says that it's an honor to be chosen as Ash's first opponent. A Rotom drone arrives to referee the battle, and then the match begins. To my surprise, the first battle was Pikachu vs. Raichu. I thought for sure that this would be the final battle, considering that it's Pikachu we're talking about, and especially because of all the nostalgia with the battle with Lieutenant Surge's Raichu in the past. Raichu and Pikachu both use Thunderbolt at the same time, which clash with each other. Raichu then uses Bolt Tackle, and I just thought it would have been so cool to see a clash of Bolt Tackles as well, if Pikachu still knew the move. Ash has Pikachu use Iron Tail on the ground so that Pikachu can tank the Bolt Tackle. A tactic he used against Lieutenant Surge in the past, however this time he has Iron Tail as well. However, Raichu is still able to overpower Pikachu with Bolt Tackle. I love how Raboot is very invested in watching the battle, but then it looks to the side like nobody saw that, right? Raboot turns away and closes its eyes. However, as the match gets more and more exciting, Raboot struggles to keep its eyes away from it. Now going back to the battle, Raichu grabs Pikachu with its tail and then it throws Pikachu. Pikachu uses Iron Tail to bounce back and he almost hits Raichu, but Raichu uses Reflect to block the Iron Tail. Ash then withdraws Pikachu since the battle had fallen out of their favor. And I guess because we didn't need to see Pikachu defeating another Raichu. Ash then sends out Gengar for its first true battle. Ash uses Gengar's speed and ghostly attributes to his advantage, and the battle is very one-sided as Raichu struggles against Gengar. At the end of the battle, Raichu tries to use Bolt Tackle, but Gengar stops it in his tracks with Psychic and then uses said Psychic to launch Raichu into the wall, knocking it out and winning the match. Gengar then flies around while smiling, clearly happy that it won. And I'm very glad it did. Visquez' second and last Pokemon is Electrode. Electrode uses Magnet Rise to levitate and to lift chunks of the battlefield up into the air. Electrode then uses said chunks to bounce around. Electrode's movements were fast and unpredictable as a result. Gengar is unable to keep up with it, and it is pummeled by Electrode. It was like being caught in a life-size pinball game. Gengar tries to fight back, but Electrode is eventually able to close the gap and it uses Discharge to knock Gengar out. And it's a shame, really. I did not want to see Gengar lose. What I really wanted to see was Gengar soloing Visquez by itself, but I guess Pikachu has to be the one to win the day as usual. Also, Gengar did not use Shadow Ball at all. Like, really, Ash? It would have been so cool to see Shadow Ball swallow Electrode up and then wreck it since they are both spheres. Like back in the Johto League with Gary's Golem, who was taken out by Charizard's Dragon Rage. So, Ash sends out Pikachu once again, and Pikachu also struggles with Electrode at first, but Pikachu is able to jump on top of Electrode as it was rolling, which looks like a circus act. Pikachu then uses Iron Tail to stop Electrode's rolling in its tracks. Pikachu then rolls Electrode in reverse, like a hamster on its wheel. This sends Electrode into the wall, and Pikachu then hits it with Iron Tail. Electrode's ability Aftermath then triggers as a result of the damage, but Pikachu is able to shield himself with Electro Web, taking no damage as a result. Electro then falls to the ground in defeat. Raboot looks very pleased with the result. So, with the battle over, Visquez and Ash shake hands, and Visquez says that she will tell Lieutenant Surge about Ash because Lieutenant Surge will surely be eager to battle the new and stronger Ash. Ash exclaims that he would love to battle Lieutenant Surge again someday. And I hope we get to see this in the future, but I doubt it given the Pokemon anime's track record of characters making promises that are never fulfilled. So, the Rotom drone leaves saying that the championship rankings will be updated. Go and Raboot head down to congratulate Ash and Pikachu. And I just love Pikachu and Raboot's interaction because Pikachu's like, hey, did you see how strong I am? And Raboot is like, that's nothing, don't be so cocky. Ash's rank is updated. He is now ranked 3,763, meaning his strategy of battling someone higher up paid off. Raboot had an odd reaction here, moving its head left and right, but I can't imagine what it's thinking. Visquez is shocked because her rank obviously went down after losing, and she wonders how she will explain this to Lieutenant Surge. And that's the episode. Overall, it was a great episode. It was great to have more battle in action, especially with Gengar. Hopefully Ash uses Dragonite next time, since Dragonite's only battle so far was the one in episode 14 against the giant Golurk. It is still disappointing that we couldn't see Lieutenant Surge in the flesh because he was away. The Pokemon anime never seems to want to commit to throwback nostalgic moments or to having unexpected character reunions. There have been several in the past, yes, but there could have been many more. It would have been more epic to have Ash battle Surge himself instead of having an excuse for why he is not present. It's like in episode 12 where I hoped Ash would have a reunion with Lance, but of course, that also did not happen. But it was still a good episode, so I guess I won't complain too much. Leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this right away. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.